Hi people, hope you're having a nice day. So there is a criticism, and I think that criticism has merit as well. The criticism is that most of the advice is pretty common sense. Most people already know it, and while watching the videos in the first few seconds, it feels like, this is something I already know. Why would I, go ahead and watch something that I already know? The problem is that most people, maybe 99% of the people, don't do things rationally. Okay, you probably think that you do everything rationally, but just look around you and think about everyone else that you know. And how many times a day do you really think that they are being irrational? And don't they think the same way of you as well? So most of the things everyone does, somehow or the other, people think that it's irrational, right? How many things can you think of that you did today or yesterday that, if you think from an objective point of view, were irrational? Just take this as a thought experiment. Now, if you do this exercise, you will realize there are a lot of things that you can do, and there were a lot of things that you were doing that were irrational, and that's fine, because nobody of us is perfect, obviously. So when you do realize that there are things you're doing irrationally, what is your chance to improve? Where do you think there is growth? Well, if you do find out that you're doing things irrationally, the point of growth is to go back to the basics, back to the roots. Think of things in the simplest terms and move up from there, right? This is the first principles approach, and it works in science, it works in physics, it works in life as well. So what you do is you boil things down to their very basic common sense, and then you judge every single decision you make through that common sense. And when you start doing that, you realize there are so much, more rational ways of doing things that didn't even come to your mind, because you weren't looking at things in that way. Because here's the thing, most of the decisions you make, how do you make them? You make them out of feelings. And even though we think we are justified in doing those decisions in our circumstances, we are just justifying them. They are not logical, rational decision making, right? So even though the advice does seem common sense, in a setting where you do apply that common sense advice to every single decision you make, you will find out that there are vast deviations from the justifications you make to the applied rational decision making, and those deviations are where the growth is. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you wanna ask me anything, please comment down below and I'll reply. Take care.